Here are some tips to help you navigate the grieving process. Understanding the grieving process losing a pet can be a devastating experience, and it's essential to acknowledge the depth of emotions involved. The grieving process can be complex, and it's not uncommon for owners to experience a range of emotions, including sadness, anger, guilt, and even relief. It's crucial to recognize that everyone grieves differently, and there's no set timeline for the grieving process. The grieving process can be divided into 5 stages: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Each stage can last anywhere from a few days to several months, and it's not uncommon for owners to oscillate between stages. Understanding the grieving process can help owners prepare for the emotional roller coaster that lies ahead. Coping with pet bereavement. Coping with pet bereavement requires a combination of emotional support, practical help, and time. Here are some tips to help owners navigate the grieving process. Allow yourself to grieve. It's essential to acknowledge your emotions and give yourself permission to grieve. Avoid suppressing your feelings, as this can prolong the grieving process. Seek support. Reach out to friends, family, or a pet loss support group for emotional support. Sharing your feelings with others can help you process your emotions and feel less alone. As a result, having a pet can be a vital source of emotional support and companionship. The benefits of pet ownership. Having a pet can bring numerous benefits to an individual's physical and mental health. Some of the advantages of pet ownership include reduced stress and anxiety, improved cardiovascular health, increased social connections, enhanced cognitive function, better sleep quality. These benefits can be attributed to the unique bond that forms between a pet and its owner. The emotional connection that develops between the two can lead to a sense of responsibility, which can in turn boost self-esteem and confidence. The science behind the bond. Research has shown that the bond between a pet and its owner is rooted in the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone. Oxytocin is released during physical touch, social interaction, and emotional connection, which can lead to feelings of attachment and affection. Studies have found that oxytocin levels increase in both the owner and the pet during interactions, creating a sense of mutual understanding and trust. The release of oxytocin can also lead to a decrease in stress hormones, such as cortisol, which can contribute to a range of physical and mental health issues. The importance of emotional support for individuals who struggle with mental health issues, such as depression and anxiety. Having a pet can be a vital source of emotional support. The complexity of pet loss. Losing a pet can be a devastating experience, and it's essential to acknowledge the depth of emotions involved. The bond between a pet and their owner is unique and multifaceted, making it challenging to put into words. While some people may be able to offer words of comfort, others may struggle to find the right words or may unintentionally make the grieving owner feel worse. The emotional impact. The loss of a pet can be a significant life event, triggering a range of emotions, including sadness, grief, anger, and guilt. The emotional impact can be intense, with owners experiencing a sense of loss, abandonment, and betrayal. The bond between a pet and their owner is often built on trust, loyalty, and companionship, making the loss even more painful. #The importance of empathy and understanding. The importance of empathy and understanding when dealing with pet loss. It's crucial to approach the situation with empathy and understanding. Avoid making assumptions or offering generic phrases that may come across as insensitive. Instead, focus on listening actively and providing a supportive presence. Avoiding insensitive comments. Phrases like, "It was just a pet" or "You can always get another one" can minimize the owner's feelings and make them feel like their loss is not significant. Comments like, "They're just animals" or "You're being too attached" can be hurtful and dismissive. The emotional impact of losing a pet is unique to each individual and can vary greatly depending on several factors. Understanding the emotional impact of losing a pet. Losing a pet can be a devastating experience for many people. The bond between a pet and its owner is strong, and the loss of that bond can be felt deeply. While some people may view pet loss as a minor inconvenience, others may experience a range of emotions, from sadness and grief to anger and guilt. Factors that contribute to the emotional impact of losing a pet include plus the length of time the pet was with the owner plus the type of pet, e.g., dog, cat, bird, reptile, plus the owner's relationship with the pet, e.g., close bond, casual relationship, plus the circumstances of the pet's death, e.g., sudden, gradual, preventable, plus the owner's personal circumstances, e.g., recent loss, health issues, financial stress. The complexity of grief. Grief is a complex and highly individualized experience. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to grieving the loss of a pet. They're not just losing a pet, they're losing a friend. The emotional toll of losing a pet. Losing a beloved pet can be a devastating experience, leaving many people feeling isolated and disconnected from their community. The emotional toll of losing a pet can be significant, and it's essential to acknowledge the impact it has on individuals and their loved ones. The loss of a pet can lead to feelings of grief, sadness, and loneliness. The bond between a pet and its owner is often deep and meaningful, making the loss even more difficult to cope with. The emotional support and companionship provided by pets can be a significant source of comfort and joy in people's lives. The importance of community support in the aftermath of losing a pet. It's essential to have a supportive community to turn to. People feel like they could have done something differently to prevent the loss. The emotional toll of pet loss. Pet loss can be a devastating experience, leaving individuals feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and guilty. The emotional toll of pet loss can be significant, and it's essential to acknowledge the complexity of these emotions. You may have to relearn how to care for a new pet, and that can be a difficult process. Understanding the grieving process. Grieving is a natural response to loss, and it's essential to acknowledge that everyone experiences it differently. The grieving process can be complex and varied, and there's no set timeline for when it will end. Some people may experience intense emotions, while others may feel numb or detached. This edition helps to soften the tone and make the text more accessible to a wider audience. The passage suggests that Descartes has placed a significant amount of thought into the burial of her dog, as evidenced by the attention to detail in the final resting place. This attention to detail can be seen as a testament to the deep bond between Descartes and her pet, as well as her respect for the life and death of her animal companion. The fact that the dog's spot by the fireplace is a cherished resting place may indicate that Descartes values the emotional connections she shares with her pet, and that she is willing to go to great lengths to honor those connections. The passage also highlights the importance of the emotional connections between humans and animals. Descartes' actions demonstrate a level of emotional intimacy and attachment that is rare in human-animal relationships. The fact that she has chosen to bury her dog in such a meaningful location suggests that she has a deep appreciation for the emotional bond they shared, and that she is willing to create a lasting memorial to that bond. This level of emotional investment is a testament to the power of human-animal relationships and the ways in which they can bring meaning and purpose to our lives. Furthermore, the passage raises questions about the nature of grief and loss. Descartes' actions suggest that she is still grappling with the loss of her pet, and that the burial is a way for her to come to terms with that loss. The fact that she has chosen to honor her dog's memory in such a personal and meaningful way may indicate that she is struggling to move on from her grief, or that she is seeking a way to process and heal from her loss.